Hello everyone, my name is Holden Hardman. Join with me is my lovely fiance Jen. Today we're continuing our journey through the original X-Men trilogy. X-Men won the vote on Patreon, so that's why we're going through it. Jen has never seen it. Last time we saw X1, well actually really the last time was Elf, because it was Christmas. Yeah. So we took a little bit of a break, but now we're back on track. It's after Christmas, so today we're watching X2. I think that X2 is a improvement over X1. I think much like in Spider-Man 1 and Spider-Man 2, I think it took everything that they did right with X-Men 1 and made it even better in X2, and things that didn't quite work in X1, they didn't include in X2. So I think that this one generally is a better film. I don't want to hype it up or anything for you, but I think that you'll enjoy it. How are you feeling going into it?
Genuinely thought the first one was pretty good. I felt like I was gonna like X-Men anyways, so it just kind of confirmed that feeling. And I'm really excited to see the follow-up film. I want to see if there's any like new characters. I do see some from like the intro.
You have the DVD or the Blu-ray menu going through.
Yeah, I can see that there are some new characters, some returning characters. I know they're probably going to continue the Magneto versus Wheels. What's his name?
Professor X.
Professor X. I know they're going to continue that storyline, but I'm curious to see if there's gonna be some other storylines. And I'm very curious about the little, well, it's not a love triangle. Well, I guess it is a love triangle.
Between Jean and Wolverine and Cyclops?
Yeah, I mean, it was a nice little juicy storyline that they added in there. I think that there's gonna be more to that.
Yeah, additionally, Wolverine doesn't know anything about his past or his history, and so he's like hell-bent on figuring out what's going on with him.
Yeah, I really liked that about the first one, that there was multiple storylines going on at once. I feel like it's difficult for a movie to be able to pull that off well, and they did it pretty well. Yeah. So I'm hoping that it's gonna be the same with this follow-up film, but we'll have to see.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, if you want to get us a late Christmas, what we'd really love is for you to subscribe to the channel. Did you know that over half of you are regular viewers, but are in fact not subscribed to the channel? That really brings me a lot of
I bet y'all don't even realize it, so.
Yeah, so if you could just, it's after Christmas, obviously. It's New Year's, so start the New Year's off right and go ahead and subscribe. We appreciate it a lot. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. X2, X-Men United.
Sharing the world has never been humanity's defining attribute.
That's true.
Ain't that
Very
the
true.
truth?
Uh-oh.
Jackie, could you clear my schedule this evening?
Oh, crap.
Look at this music, too.
Is he, like a monkey? Ooh, looks good.
Floop from Spy Kids. Cool shot.
Wow. Oh, geez. How embarrassing.
I know.
Wow, that looks really good. That makeup looks really good. Good for him.
Well, all that did is just probably make him even more afraid of mutants.
Right? Kind of a catch-22.
It is, it really is.
Hair looks a little more gelled.
Yeah, it's a lot more brushed.
That's why he's got a perm. Weather girl.
Uh-huh. Your forecast shows death.
Artie. You're looking sick.
Can't seem to focus. I can hear everything. I keep feeling something terrible is about to happen.
Would never let anything happen to you.
Hey.
I don't think she's getting excited. All right. Don't get shook up. We're trying.
Who's doing that?
You'll see. Original mannequin challenge.
Wheels!
I think it's time to leave, Professor.
Do you think the assassin was working alone?
Oh, we'll only know that if we find him before the authorities do. I need you to take the jet and try and pick him up.
What do you need, William?
Just your authorization for special operation.
He died.
Correct. Remember at the end?
Blueberry girl.
Mystique.
Mystique.
Eric Lencher, you have access to him?
We developed the technology that built his plastic prison.
The hell is that?
A jet that comes up out of the basketball court.
All right, well, that doesn't look so good.
I'd like to arrange a visit, if possible.
It isn't a petting zoo, Senator.
Do you really want to turn this into some kind of war?
It was in the jungles of North Vietnam where you were sucking on your mama's tit at Woodstock, Kelly. Don't let you give up, war.
All right. About to get interesting. Don't do it.
No, I will literally kill you.
You miss me, kid?
Not really. Oh, this is Bobby. He's my...
Hi, Logan.
Oh, here we go. Aren't you in a relationship, Gene?
Yeah, well, it was
Not
good to meet
today.
Oh, I could probably think of a few reasons to stick around.
So
What are you
subtle.
looking for, Logan?
Mr. Lorio, how long can we keep this up?
Just until I got all that I need.
Oh.
You can go. I'd like to have one final talk about the house that Xavier built. You want me to leave?
No, just don't move. These lights represent every living person on the planet, and these are the mutants. We're not as alone as you think.
Can't you just concentrate harder?
If I wanted to kill him, yes. Looks like he's finally stopped running. No doubt that your amnesia, your adamantium skeleton, the claws are all somehow connected, but the mind needs to discover things for itself.
Let's hope he cooperates.
Stryker, William.
That's the blueprint of the school.
No, it's a different location, but they're building a second one.
He's a teleporter. Must be why the professor had trouble locking onto him.
Perhaps he is testing me.
So he doesn't remember doing this?
Yeah. Well, he says he saw it happening, but he couldn't stop himself.
He's getting felt up on by two females.
Thanks. Nice shades.
Thanks.
Pretty cool wheelchair.
You come to rescue me. Sorry, Eric, not today. To what do I owe the pleasure?
You know, Falcon reminds me of Magneto. It's that same disinterested attitude. It's my old friend Boston. Here to bother me again.
Eric, what have you done? I couldn't help it. What have you told Stryker? Everything.
Oh no.
Oh, dang it, Scott.
What's her? What is she? Some kind of ninja spider?
You'll see. We'll be saying some more of her later.
Oh crap. Damn.
Oh my god! He's straight up shooting like actual rounds.
Someone shut this girl up.
This guy's like, I got it. Oh, just killed that guy. Fortunately for him, it's a home invasion, so you know, ain't nothing gonna happen to Logan for that one. Yeah. Heck yeah. That's Colossus. The first night Wolverine gets back, this happens.
This is certainly the last place I'd expect to find you. How long has it been?
This is the guy that did that to him.
Logan, come on, let's go.
I feel like they would still require like a second
Security
authentic.
manager.
Yeah.
Like a two-factor authentication.
Yeah.
Like a text message code to the professor or
No,
something.
I'm saying like, I don't know, like a thumbprint or
Yeah.
something.
Someone tried to log into Cerebro. Was this you?
Well, this looks promising.
You want another beer?
It's kind of dirty in here, don't you think?
That's the idea. Bottoms up.
But mutation is not a disease.
The fluid secreted by his brain acts as a mind-controlling agent.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God, William, this is your son. What have you done?
No, Charles. My son is dead.
Oh my god, how twisted.
I know.
I love it.
I like your wheelchair. I like yours too.
Is this really the best time for this?
Well, they're on the run. They got a few minutes. Got some downtime.
I'm sure that's all it'll take.
Family. Meanwhile. Falcon.
Next time you... Who
Uh,
are you?
This is Professor Logan.
I like this sequence a lot. This scene.
What are you doing? Too much iron in your blood.
okay, so she injected iron into him.
Into his, like, his bloodstream, yeah. That's all he needs.
What a great idea, though. Wow.
See the reflection on him. How cool is that? Magneto is a scary guy.
What exactly are you Professor of, Mr. Logan?
Art.
I don't always get the reactions, like, and like that's pretty freaking cool, you know.
The angelic symbols.
How many do you have?
One for every sin.
He's one heck of a Catholic.
I love his little elf ears.
Someone so beautiful.
Oh, nice. Shoot your shot, Nightcrawler. Know what I mean?
Have you tried not being a mutant?
No.
Good job, Ronnie.
Dang it, Ronnie. What's the crime here exactly? I don't understand.
This is just...
Jeez. Dude, we're minors, dude. Jeez.
You know all those dangerous mutants you hear about on the news? I'm the worst one.
I feel like you shouldn't go that route.
Dang it, Ronnie.
So Wolverine can't be killed.
Not like that anyway. Dang it, Ronnie.
I feel like that was very similar to a situation where like a kid came out as being gay.
Mm-hmm. Have you tried not being gay?
As I was known as the Incredible Nightcrawler. Yeah, save it. Storm.
Oh, that's Boston all the way.
That ought to do it.
They're gonna shoot you.
Fire. Hang on.
What did you expect? I mean,
Don't we have any weapons in this heat?
yeah, me. Oh my gosh. Storm's gonna kill these people if she's not careful.
Why would you even?
I don't know. You're flying and all of a sudden this just happens. This is one dedicated pilot, man. He got those suckers out.
Oh!
Even in the middle of tornadoes. Give that pilot a promotion. Holy cow.
Yeah, if there's ever a time for her to do her magic.
You weren't too attached to Rogue.
Oh,
Wolverine's like, I know I'm gonna live, but
what are they gonna
Jean, it's not me.
When will these people learn how to fly?
do? I mean, I know he's the bad guy, but he saved them.
he's not just evil though. I mean, his motivation's pretty clear. Like that's why he's never told them about the school before.
Yeah.
Girls flirt with the dangerous guy, Logan. You don't take him home.
Jean, you have a boyfriend?
Don't make me do this.
Do what?
What I want to do. What I want to do with those adamantine claws.
Holden
Okay, it's all right.
Thomas Hardman. Oh, thought that was his pants.
It's about to be.
This really is not a great time, guys.
No one's ever left a scar quite like you. You know what I want.
Ew, no.
What do you really want?
It's a dorky looking helmet.
Never that I want any different.
If we go in there, Stryker could flood the spillway.
What do you intend to do? Scratch it with your claws?
Did they send Mystique in as him?
You'll see.
I knew it. I feel like she's the coolest mutant out of all of them.
She's good.
You have no idea.
Ew.
Nice.
We've lost comms. There's some sort of electrical interference.
Gonna be one heck of a strong mutant to control him. I like how they're all like working together.
Have you found it?
Jason. It's time.
Is it time to find our friends?
All of the mutants.
All the mutants?
Jeez.
This is one lover's quarrel we cannot get involved in, my dear.
Jubilee? Storm!
Jubilee. Huh?
We're coming.
I'm so sorry.
I also made out with Logan while you were missing.
So sorry.
She should probably tell him about that, but something tells me she's not going to.
Yeah, why would she?
What's Logan doing?
I'm just trying to get around. Trying to find Stryker.
Ooh. Wow.
Once the metal cools, it's indestructible. But you already know that.
She's the female version of him. Okay. Coming out of the nails is a little cheesy.
Yeah, I feel like it actually makes more sense to come out of the fist.
Yeah, I mean, we get she's a female. We don't need, like, coming out of the nails to show that.
There you go, drown her.
Oh, cheese and crackers. Oh.
It wasn't really even her fault. Oh my gosh.
That's so brilliant. Oh my gosh. Is Magneto gonna save the day?
That's strange. Still fighting the good fight.
What's he do? Redecorating? What?
He's fixing it.
Oh, so it legit stopped working for some
Yeah,
reason.
Yeah, well, Magneto did it outside.
Goodbye, Charles.
Uh-oh.
There's been a change of plans. Find them all, the humans. Find all of them.
Oh my gosh.
Charles would never forgive himself if he killed every
Oh
human
my
on
gosh,
the
no
planet.
kidding.
How did it feel, Bum? You're an animal then. You're an animal now. I just gave you claws.
It's gonna flood water into the spillway.
If we die, you die.
Magneto's reverse cerebro. It's not targeting mutants anymore.
Impossible!
Who is this guy? Who are you? My name is Kurt Wagner. I did the Munich circus.
I will be done on earth as it is in heaven.
Hello.
That's freaky.
Yeah.
Sonny, we keep running into each other.
What are you doing?
Knew he was a traitor.
Jason.
Come on, Professor. Oh, that
Oh, they're
sucks.
just gonna leave him there.
I guess so.
Can't she change the weather to warm it up a bit?
That's actually a good question. We only ever see her do like lightning or snow. Oh, great.
Oh.
Just like blew up, just crashed.
Well, she landed it.
You just let her do that, huh, Bobby?
Who has the answers, Wolverine?
I'll take my chances with him.
Nice.
What's wrong?
Vertical thrusters are offline.
Oh no, we've lost the power.
It's coming. Come on. Wait, where's Jean?
Wait, she knew how to fix it the whole time?
Why wouldn't she just do that instead of getting out and doing it?
I get that she's like trying to buy them time and like lift it up manually.
So it needs time to charge or something?
I don't know. She's stopping Nightcrawler? That's crazy.
I know what I'm doing. This is
It's the only way.
That'd be good.
do this.
fondly remember those times you made love to me, Scott. Just kiss me one last time.
She's gone.
You don't say that!
But you don't say that.
Shut up. No! Just go.
Y'all even like want to look? Or, no?
I'm assuming she lives somehow.
My fellow Americans.
Good morning, Mr. President. These files were taken from the private offices of William Stryker.
I've never seen this information.
I know. A moment to repeat the mistakes of the past, or to work together for a better future.
We'll be watching.
Why did you leave the plane?
Because she made a choice.
We made out, by the way.
She didn't make a choice. It was you.
After we made out. Scott? After we made out.
Is she really dead?
Pretty dead.
She's definitely not dead. I just don't know how. Oh, that's supposed to be her.
Something like that. Ended off with the same dialogue that X1 started off with, except it was Jean Grey reading it.
I thought it was pretty good. A lot more in-depth than I expected. I liked the character of Nightcrawler. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
I really liked him, especially with the twist of like his entrance kind of putting him in the position of being like a villain. And then you kind of get this background later on that he's actually this good guy that's being corrupted. I also really liked the like main villain in this one. Stryker. And just like his tools throughout the movie corrupting various people. I really thought that he was a pretty good villain. One thing that I didn't like was the girl that was supposed to be like a duplicate of Wolverine.
Oh yeah.
I feel like they almost had it right, but I just didn't get like enough of her. I mean, pretty much throughout the movie, she was just kind of like there, you know?
Doing little cat fighting things.
Yeah, well, and I feel like there's certain characters that they could have utilized more that I felt like could have been really good, interesting characters, and they just don't like push the envelope far enough.
Yeah.
Storm was one of them. We did get a little more viewership of her powers in this one, but still, I feel like they could like utilize her powers more. But it was more than the first one as far as Storm goes. But the girl that was supposed to be like the duplicate of Wolverine or the female of Wolverine, that was like another scenario of, I just felt like they could have pushed it a little further. And then like the nails being, I really wish they hadn't done that. I mean, we get that she's a female. They don't need to go for like the nails.
Nail thing. I didn't really think about it that way. That like women get their nails done, so it's like they're.
Well, I think
out.
that they were trying to like signify or push that it's a female, but we get it. But other than that, I thought it was a really, really good movie. Knew that Jean was not dead. No, didn't buy that at all. What, she's just been like hanging out in that lake?
Yeah.
Like this entire time?
Yeah,
What's
weird,
the deal?
crazy.
Obviously there's more to that. I can tell by his facial reaction, but it's getting really, really juicy with this love triangle that's going on. I mean, Jean kissed Wolverine, big mistake on her end, but she didn't even tell Scott.
Yeah, she just died.
I really am convinced that that is gonna come to a head. I mean, it has to. It hasn't even been like semi-resolved prior to her like fake dying. I mean, I know she was just like, no, I'm not going to, but still. Didn't see a whole lot of Rogue in this. I know that she was like a primary character in the first one. This one, she was just kind of in the background. Interesting to see her have a relationship with Bobby now. They're like together, but.
But what, sweetie?
I mean, they
can't do anything.
They don't do stuff. It was really uncomfortable for me to see like Bobby go through this trauma of like telling his family like I'm a mutant and like their reaction. Like it It made me sad, especially the fact that they had like another child that they were like.
Yeah, Bonnie's like, you could make it snow and ice. Screw this.
It made me sad because it reminded me so much of like a situation where individual would go to their family and, you know, tell them, hey, I identify as homosexual, and kind of that backlash that we hear all too often.
Yeah.
So that's what it reminded me of, especially when the mom was like, have you tried not being a mutant? Like, it was a sad moment for me. But overall, I thought it was really, really good. There were just like minor things, but I liked getting I think my favorite part about this one is Wolverine's story and kind of him finding out what happened to him. For me, that was the most fascinating part about this movie. And I do love that for a while there, Magneto and Mystique were working with our X-Men. I thought that was so great because I like Magneto. I mean,
he's great.
I like him. I also
they had the ulterior motive of killing all the humans though the whole time.
Yeah, but I mean, it shows you that he's not just some. I mean, he is a psycho, but
well, he's not just like. He has purpose. He has motivation.
Right.
Beyond just
he's
being
not
bad.
doing it to just cause chaos.
Yeah.
So far, my favorite mutant is Mystique. Like as far as like capabilities and whatnot.
Yeah.
I think she's always very, very fascinating to watch. It had a bunch of great scenes. The one with the security guard and where he pulled the iron out of him.
Yeah.
I thought that was a great scene.
One of my favorites.
I also liked the scenes with Cerebro too. Those were really interesting as well. The fact that like Stryker was using his son was something I never would have expected. So I thought that was very, very interesting. It looked pretty good to me. There was a couple moments there, like I think when Rogue landed the jet, that was a little rough. But other than that, I think it looked really, really good.
Yeah, it looked like there was a lot of practical work done too, like with the bridge being blown apart. And the only things that I noticed, just because I was like looking for it, were Mystique changing from like a person to herself, like in the bathroom whenever she was, I think, injecting the guy or whatever. You could see it was like a full digital model of her before they cut to her actually being there. But they really used it just minimally, just like as needed, which sells the effects of the movie. And the very opening sequence, the White House sequence, which is also one of my favorite sequences, looked incredible. Just him teleporting and the sort of smoky effect that they used with that. So yeah.
I'm really curious about why they did what they did with Jean.
What do you mean?
I mean, her appearing dead.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
There has to be some deeper meaning because that just doesn't make sense to me. Usually, like movies, if they're gonna like dangle it in your face, like, oh, this person died, usually they pull it right back.
Yeah.
But I mean, they got home and settled and everything,
Wow,
and she's still in the freaking lake.
Like, weird. That's so crazy they would do that.
So, anyways, I'm very curious about where that's going to lead. I think that's going to be a really juicy storyline.
Yeah, I will say, you're right. I will say there is a comic book reason why. That's all I'll say.
Good. But otherwise, I thought it was a really good follow-up film.
Yeah.
I liked it a lot.
Do you think it's better than the first one?
I think slightly, yeah.
a little bit.
I think, there was a lot of stuff happening in this, a lot of character development. So, I think I liked it a tad more than the first one.
What would you rate this one?
I don't remember what I rated
That's
the first
okay.
one. I think I'm going to do a 9.
9? That's pretty freaking high.
Yeah, I liked it a lot. Granted, it's because I think certain characters, like if Mystique had not been in this, or Wolverine, or even Magneto, I think those are like my top 3. I don't know if I would have liked it as much, but I really liked those characters.
I'd go for about 7.5 for me. Exceptional, one of the better X-Men movies, especially from what comes later, but really, really good. A lot of awesome sequences. After watching it again, I've seen this movie quite a few times. I think like the rewatchability isn't as strong as like maybe other movies, and maybe that's just because I'm desensitized with all the Marvel movies I've seen like later. But especially like this being one of the early examples of Marvel films, 20th Century Fox doing this, really stood up. And Bryan Singer, who's got a whole lot of issues himself, but he made a good movie.
The way that I gauge it a lot of the time is like if I catch myself tuning out at any point or just kind of feel like it's dragging on. And I didn't get that from this film. I felt like it was very like engaging. They were good scenes, you know? I don't feel like there were a lot of scenes where I was just kind of like, all right, this is kind of slowing down. It was pretty action-packed throughout.
The action was pretty great.
So that's the reason.
I really don't. The only thing I would say, the reason I wouldn't give it higher is just because I felt maybe it was maybe dragged on just a little too long throughout. Like the pace, while consistent, was kind of wasn't slow. It was just
long.
It didn't. Yeah, it was just maybe a smidge too long. I know that there's like an X 2.1. I don't know if that's what we watched or not, but that could have been a reason. That'd be my only real critique about it. Otherwise, maybe 7.5 is too low. I'll bump that up to an 8. I would say this is a pretty solid film. So 8 for me. My only complaint would just be pacing through, like kind of near the tail end there.
But there wasn't a lot of scenes where I felt like, I mean, I guess the only scene that maybe they could have cut out would be that scene where they go to Bobby's family's home. Like that wasn't necessary except for Pyro's part, because that's where you see that hint of him using his capabilities outside of, you know, the realm of X-Men.
Yeah, my things would probably be like the sequences where Logan gets back to the school, like he's having this conversation with Bobby, like the whole sequence before like the school gets overrun, and probably something I wouldn't have cut out, but I would have done something else with Nightcrawler, Storm, and Jean, because they were pretty much gone for like a good third of the film. Like when everything was happening, and we're like waiting for them to like get back.
I was like, oh yeah, there's Storm. There she is.
Yeah,
she's been missing.
I feel like that would probably be a legitimate critique of just like where are they? You know, why is it taking so long?
I think they could have shortened the raid on the school too.
Maybe a smidge.
That was dragged out a little bit, but for me it wasn't to the point where I started tuning out because it was so long. You know what I mean? There was still a lot of like moments where it just kept you, and so I thought it was pretty decent. As far as like, and for me, follow-up films, I feel like I'm always expecting the glass to be half empty.
Yeah, well,
you know? So
just wait. If you enjoyed the video, leave it a like. It does help the channel out a lot. Was there anything else you wanted to add?
No.
All right, well, let us know your thoughts on X2 and our journey so far through the X-Men movies. Again, Jen has seen a couple of the other ones. We saw, I think, most of the Wolverine unofficial trilogy, Origins, Wolverine, and Logan, as well as we've already seen Deadpool, so those have been covered. But X-Men Days of Future Past, First Class, Apocalypse, Dark Phoenix, we have not seen, so we'll be going through all of those in the near future.
I didn't realize that there were that many. I thought there was like 3.
No, there's the original trilogy, which we're doing now, but there's a couple others later. It gets very convoluted and very, very messy. Anyway, subscribe if you want to see more fun content like this. Consider joining my Patreon to get early access to select videos. We had some time off with Christmas with the kids and stuff, so we didn't film as much, but we're getting back on track here now. As always, Jen and I appreciate you watching. We'll catch you in the next video. Take care, everyone.